Revised and improved coat hanger mounting system. This is for a 5-inch GPS device. The materials needed is one coat hanger opened up and is cut into two pieces. One is a 7-inch length and the other is about 30-inch long. And then you need a wire cutter. The best one is this, but any smaller size probably will cut it good enough. And then one vice grip, also a slip joint plier, two pieces of wire binding for vertical. And the mount consists of two parts. One is part one is a U shape, and the horizontal limb is 4.5 inch long, and then the two limbs is about 1.5 to 2 inches depending where you're gonna put in, and this is attached to the car, left in the car for this is where the main case will be hung up in the car, and I put it in my Toyota Corolla in the grill, air vent grill, and in my Chrysler van I put it with a very small hook at the upper edge of the plastic face plate. And then eventually the case should be is like this. This is a little bit stronger gauge wire, the coat hanger, where I did not have to put any wire bind here and this place because it is staying in good. The most difficult part of this making this is the point where you have a horizontal limb at the lower edge. First take the back piece, the windshield attachment back piece, remove it, and then cut out a piece of preferably hardwood, same size, this block of wood, without really measuring anything. This block of wood will give you the measurement, except for the vertical length. Eventually will turn out to be a piece like this, where at the end, depending on the where your GPS is going to be, you make a hairpin bend at the upper end, and it will look similar to this. Though this is a little bit thicker wire, I didn't have to put any binding here, these two places. And the most difficult part of this making this case is binding here to here, but I have designed a way to do that. I'm going to show that in a later part of this presentation. Make a bend at about 7-8 inch below the first one end, and then put the wood block, and then make a right angle turn first, and then another right angle. So I reapplied the vice grip on the both pieces of vertical pieces of wire. Then I bent around this edge of the wood, and I brought it around to the other end and bend it again. So I clamp this vice grip on both vertical edge, vertical pieces of wood, wire against the wood, and then bend it on the other side. I re-grip at the other end, and then bend it downwards, identical to the opposite side, to help to make it a right angle at this point. I just have to use the other plier in order to get a better alignment. Is I grasp this wire piece again against the piece of wood and make a right angle bend, and then start back to the back part of the bend again. Remove this block of wood in order to, and now I have to make a piece connecting these two. I measured the distance between inner edge of this left side of the GPS and the inner edge. Distance between these in this case is 4 inch and 3/8 inch, 4 and 3/8, and that's where I put two finishing nail on each side, 4 and 3/8 distance, and then I'm making loops one side first, segment relatively stable with the other plier. And now I can remove this from the top. I had to remove the nail at least one side to get this out. Now I just slide it over the end, slide it to the lower edge, I'll finish up tightening up each end, and it will look like this, and then finally I'll bend the upper end. Sketches and writings to follow after this video.